Welcome!
Oh, hello there!
Today I'm gonna be building my own starter home using a budget of 7,500, which one of you guys suggested. Now without further ado, let's begin. So if you didn't know, I renovated the happy home of Roblox here, Bloxburg's starter home that each player has. Someone saw that video and said, why don't you build your own starter home using the same budget? So here we are. Okay, I don't really have a layout, but I know what type of house I want to build. And right now I've got pictures of blush houses, so I'm gonna do my best to try and recreate that. If you also haven't noticed, I just got a new mic. I ordered it a week ago I think, and it came last week, but it got sent back because I wasn't home.
So whatever.
I was in Scotland for the week, and that's also why I haven't posted any videos since. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, I need to keep my eye on the budget. Let's say 3,000 on the outside, and we'll spend the rest of the budget on the inside. Let's just make a really small, cozy house. So you walk in, this is the entryway, kitchen to your left, right?
That's right.
The living room and the dining. I'm gonna put a roof and check how we're doing with the budget. So this nice little layout comes down to... Anyway, let's get some windows. I'm not really sure what I'm doing, but hopefully it turns out good. And because this is a blush house, I'm gonna use this traditional French door. Okay, it isn't looking too bad. With the windows and the doors placed, I'm gonna start coloring the house. I'm gonna use a seashell color. This is slightly darker, but this looks a lot more blush. And I just tainted the windows with the seashell. Now for the hardest part, making the outside of the house look nice. Let's just start with the walkway. You know, I may be starting to change my mind. I'm looking at all these blush houses and they don't look too bad. They're actually kind of cute. Maybe I should do more styles like this. If you guys think I should try more house styles, just leave them in the comment section below. Add some stepping stones like these, and an outdoor light. Okay, I'm contemplating adding some pillars to the side of the house. Okay, because this is a starter home, I don't think a new Bloxburg player would have advanced placement. So I think there's this kind of hack you can do for new players. They place the walls down, they place the pillars down before they place the wall, and that's kind of how they can do it. Okay, all the pillars are placed. Let's check the budget. 4,000. You know what, I think I'm gonna leave the outside for now and head on inside. Okay, we need to get rid of something on the outside to make space for the inside. I'm gonna delete this window.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really.
So the outside of the house came down to a total of 4,000. That is a lot considering we don't have enough. But I have put down the flooring and some color on the walls. So let's get started with the kitchen. Okay, I'm thinking of making this house just slightly smaller. Okay, I've made the house slightly smaller. Comes down to 3,964. Okay, I'm thinking of moving the kitchen to this side and the living room be all of this. Let's use the second cheapest counters in the game. And because we don't have much counter space, I'm gonna put a little island bench in this tiny little space. Okay, it's not looking bad. And now for the fun part, let's color it. Something just fell outside and it was really loud. I have no idea what it was. Anyway, I'm gonna do some kind of backsplash. Yeah, I think that's good. Let's have some marble for the top. I'm actually gonna change this, it's actually kind of obnoxious. Let's use some bricks. Okay, lights always fix everything. Yeah, let's have some warm lighting. So, oh, okay, that looks very warm, that looks very nice and cozy. And once again, let's change this backsplash to plaid. I honestly have no idea what else to do to this kitchen, so let's just start decorating it. As I like to say, when in doubt, add some plants. Let's add some fine china in here. Let's go for some really cheap ones. These. And with that, the kitchen is officially done. Doesn't look too bad. It isn't my style, but I still think it looks pretty good. I'm not a big fan of this backsplash, but I've changed it so many times. I'll just leave it at this point. Mid-grey with some big plaid. Let's do the living room now. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna move this just one side over. Before we get started on the living room, I just want to check the budget and see how much we're working with. 8,000! Oh my, oh my. Okay, I may have made a few miscalculations. We don't really need a bathroom. I'm gonna add it over here. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this. Okay, this is really difficult. Let's get rid of one of these chairs. Maybe I get rid of this and I replace it with this. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this window. This is really difficult to do. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of one of these. Should I replace the fridge with a smaller fridge?
Nope.
6,400. There has to be some other cheaper chair. And let's replace this lovely light with this one. For a really cheap light, it actually isn't that bad. It ain't too bad, son. 5,683. There are barely any windows in this house. This is so sad. Maybe I can get rid of these too. Okay, we have roughly about 2,000 left.
I mean, I feel fine. I just cry myself to sleep every night.
I'm gonna use the absolute cheapest option from now on. Okay, let's get some couches down. This is really expensive, but I think I'm gonna use it.
Everybody ask me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody ask me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody ask me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so.
Let's add a little table. I don't think we can afford a TV, so let's just put a little decorative frame in the corner, like a tiny little TV. Let's just add a little carpet, just so this isn't as depressing as it is. And I'm just gonna get a few things from my inventory just so it doesn't count. I just want to make this house look a tiny bit better. Okay, that's our nice little living space. For the entryway, I think I'm just gonna put this cheap little rack. Okay, let's see how much all of this has come down to. 6,467. And let's name this finally. My starter home 7,500. The outside is so sad looking. Okay, for the bedroom, again let's choose the cheapest option. The standard bed or a sleeping bag. Let's just make our bed at least comfortable and a little night table in the corner. Okay, I'm gonna leave the bedroom like this just for now, and I'm gonna go do the bathroom, but if I have some money left over, I'm gonna come back and make the bedroom look much better than whatever this is.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're
Wow, okay, this is a very tiny bathroom. Okay, should we go for these? Because this is technically the cheapest option, but it's a broken toilet. And we're trying to make a functional starter home, so let's go for these. You know what, who needs a sink? To be fair, if you really wanted to wash your hands, you could just wash it in the toilet. It's basically the same thing. I'm joking, obviously, do not wash your hands in the toilet. We also do not have a sink here. You could wash your dishes in the shower and also your hands. It's a 3-in-1 shower. I'm gonna put a curtain here to give them some privacy. Okay, let's see how much this house has come down to. 7,267. To make it to 7,500, I have roughly about 300 left. Quick calculations. 233. I made a video on the 200 versus 20,000 house. I said pounds in the video, and someone said, why would you say pounds? I don't know the currency of Bloxburg money. Anyway, first thing, let's add some pillows. And of course, we cannot forget a dresser in the corner. Let's add a few more stuff I wanted to add. Oh yes, like a nice big plant, maybe here in the corner. Okay, now I have no idea what else to add without going over the budget, but right now this is the really sad looking empty entryway into the kitchen, living room, bedroom, and a tiny little bathroom, which all comes down to 7,502. Just £2 Bloxburg money over the budget. I think we can accept that. Now without any further ado, let's tour the house. From the outside it doesn't look too bad. There isn't a lot of windows in this house, but decent coloring, nice roof texture. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. It's just kind of plain simple. So let's head on inside. As you walk up, you can see these nice stepping stones, some nice trees, bushes stuff, nice little entryway, a little plant in the corner, and my favorite part of the house, the kitchen. I don't really do kitchens like this, but I still think it looks pretty good. Moving on from the kitchen, you walk straight into the living space with a nice comfortable couch, some bows for decoration, and oh wow, you can watch a picture of a chef. I think I've officially gone crazy with this house. Moving on to the bedroom. Okay, as you can see, you don't have lights, but this isn't a light room, it's called a bedroom where you're supposed to sleep without lights. You've got your dresser in the corner, a nice comfortable bed, windows, and oh look, privacy. Look, that's really nice, really cool. As you step inside, you immediately walk into the toilet and the shower. Yeah, that's really all that's in this bathroom. Actually, I don't think it's that bad. I did at least try. If you guys have got any more suggestions of what I should build, make sure to leave it down in the comment section below. Thank you also to the person that suggested to do this. It was pretty fun, and I tried a new style. I don't really do much. So I've got a 200 subscribers special coming up, so don't miss that, and make sure to click the subscribe button to join these 200 people that somehow decided to subscribe to me. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to leave some more video ideas or suggestions of what I should build next down in the comment section below. Thank you again for 200 subscribers. New video coming soon. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. So I'm using the bathroom right now. I forgot to add lights. You know what? It isn't a big deal. It isn't. Lights aren't even that important. You know, who really needs them? You know, I think we care too much about lights anyway. Also, I got this new mic, so I was really excited for this. I waited a week for this. So yeah,